Hey guys! First of all, I'm doing this video standing up because my phone is literally charging. And I wasn't going to make this video, but then I decided, yeah, let's do it. So, I'm just hopping on here real quick to make this video. It's almost Christmas. It's like 11:40, so Merry Christmas. And I wanted to tell you something we decided to do for Connor this year and what's going on. So, most of y'all know that this summer, back in June, we started the process of trying to get a grant to get Connor a communication device. What we were wanting to do is get an iPad and get Proloquo to go. I know I'm butchering that name. It's an app. It's a communication app. And we were hoping to get those two things. The app itself is like $249, something like that. And then, of course, y'all know iPads are expensive. So we needed a grant. We couldn't do it on our own. And so we were trying to get this grant. The grant application was crazy. It's just a whole process. It is so difficult to get grants. I know when we were working on the adoption process, to get grants for that even was almost as hard as the adoption paperwork, which is crazy. So, and this was much the same. It was hard. And so you have to prove why they need it, why they would benefit from it, as well as why financially you can't do it on your own. You need some help. And so it is just a lot of paperwork, a lot of red tape. We had to get a recommendation from his pediatrician. We had to get, of course, we had to get letters from his teachers and his speech therapist. It's just been a whole big thing. But we have been blessed. I've got this wrote down right here because I don't want to butcher it. We have been blessed because Little Tennessee Valley Educational Corporation Assistive Technology Center has been helping us. And we've had an amazing lady. I'm not going to blast her name on here because I don't know. Sorry, guys. I'm not going to blast her name on here because I don't know if she would want me to. But she's been amazing and she's helped us every step of the way. She has basically done the grants for us. And let me say that, like, we've done it too, but like, she's helped us fill out and do so much of the stuff, and she has just been a huge blessing, and she is the reason we got it. I swear, we got it. Well, let me backtrack. We found out in October that they would not buy the iPad. They don't do that. They would help with, we could submit the application without the iPad request, and they might possibly help do that. But we didn't have the money for an iPad. We knew we didn't, so we didn't do anything with that. We just kind of left that sitting, and we were trying to, she was trying to help us find other grants that would possibly buy the iPad as well, and that proved difficult. So kind of from October to December, we were just kind of in limbo, waiting. She was trying to research and find other grants. I was looking also, but we just weren't finding anything that would provide the iPad also. So me and Jeremy had a long discussion, and I was just like, why don't we just buy the iPad for him for Christmas and see if they'll do the app? And he was like, yeah, okay. So what we had to do was we had to go back into that application and take off the part for the iPad. So there was a little confusion here. I was under the understanding that they were like, yeah, you can have the grant for the app as long as you're not asking for the iPad. So we went ahead and bought an iPad, okay? And then we found out, we fixed the application, turned it in without the iPad request on there. And that's when we found out that we had to resubmit and see if they would give us a grant for the app. So we were like, oh, So here we are with this iPad. But the thing is, even if it hadn't worked out, I'm so sorry. My phone is just going to keep falling. It's like standing up for a while and then I'm so sorry. I am not put together. Y'all know this if y'all know me. So we decided to do that. Let me just put something under it. Here. Maybe that'll work. So we decided, we were already all in on this iPad, and so we decided if they won't buy the app and we can't find a way to make it work, you know, whether it be with Christmas money or something like that, he can just have the iPad for fun, to play games on and do stuff like that. We knew he would still love it, he would still use it. So that was kind of our decision making because we'd already kind of bought it. So we turned in a request for just the app, for a grant for just the app. And we got an email back, and we were like praying we get this by Christmas. And this all happened like last minute, because we didn't decide to get an iPad till last minute. And I had this revelation, like, duh, why don't we? Because we hadn't bought him anything for Christmas yet. We kind of wait on him and kind of decide. Anyway, it's a long, long, drawn out thing, and I'm trying to give you the short version. So it was supposed to, I got an email that it was going to take 45 days for them to make a decision. I'm like, oh my gosh, we've spent this money that we would have spent on him for Christmas on an iPad that he can't have because there's no reason to open it when you can't do anything on it. Because the thing is, with a communication device, this iPad needs to only have the communication app on it. Like, he can't play games on it, he can't do other things with it, or that's all he'd want to do with it, if that makes sense. You just use it for a communication app, that's all. And so it's not like we could let him use it for a while till they made a decision on the app and then take the games off, and that would just be too confusing. It just needs to always be for communication. So what 45 days. So we were discouraged. We were trying to figure out what we were going to do, honestly. So it's then that we decided just to pray about it, just to let it be, just see what happened. And we got an email. Sorry, guys, it cut me off. We got an email that we got the grant, and we were so excited. We not only got enough for the app, but we actually got extra. We got quite a bit of money, and so we're going to try to find other apps that he would benefit from. But first and foremost, we got the iPad. We got the Proloco to go, and I'm so excited. And tomorrow's Christmas. We're going to give it to him tomorrow, and I really hope this is going to be a game changer for him. He's used it at school some. I've seen him use it in speech some. And I just really hope that this is going to help with his communication with us. And one thing I really want it to do is I really, really, really want, when we go to a restaurant, him to be able to tell me what he wants to eat. Or even when we're at home too. Because, sometimes you're not in the mood for certain things. And I want him to be able to tell me what he wants to eat. But the biggest thing I want is when he's sick or hurting, him to tell me what it is. What is hurting you? What's wrong? Are you happy? Are you having a good day? Things like that. So I'm super, super excited about that. And so I'm going to try to show it to you here if I can. Let me see if I can get it here. Yeah. It's still charging. So here's his iPad. Super, super cute. We, of course, got a big heavy-duty case. And it has a strap if he needs that. So here's his app, and we've kind of simplified it. We don't have a whole lot on this page. One thing we have is bathroom, so he can tell us when he wants to go to the bathroom. And I sincerely hope it helps with that, because right now he knows the potty sign, but he won't do it. So you could say,
I want trampoline. I want trampoline.
So he can tell us what he wants, and I have some other things in here. It's probably always going to be TV, because he loves TV. Oh my goodness, that boy. So he could say, I want
hamburger. I want hamburger.
And it has other foods on here too for when we go out. And I just kind of put his favorites. He can also tell me if he wants more or if he's all done, which he is wonderful about signing those too, but still, that'll be nice. I want, he can tell me what kind of drink he wants.
Sweet tea.
He's probably always going to pick sweet tea. He loves sweet tea. But the thing he can pick where he wants to go, to the store, to home, church. So that's nice. People, he could say,
Mama.
He wants mama, or he wants daddy. We have other people on here too. And sick. This is what I'm really excited about.
Head hurts.
He'll be able to tell me what's hurting. And so I'm just so excited about that. Sorry guys, it keeps cutting me off. I hope I'm going to be able to merge all these videos together, because I don't really know how to do that, but I'm going to figure it out. So we're just really excited about it. It also has a feelings page. He can tell me how he's feeling. You know, if he's frustrated, he can tell me, and that is so important, so important. So we're just really excited. Also in school, it has different things. I actually put his teachers on there, so that's exciting. Speech, you know, they can tell him we're going to, or whatever.
Bus driver.
He loves the bus. Anyway, super excited. Like I said, we kept it super simple. We haven't put a whole lot on here, and we've kept it to one page just to begin with, so he can get the hang of it. But like I said, he's been using it at school some, so he's kind of familiar with it. But we're really excited, and I'm just finishing charging it up here. Let's see, it's at 96%, and then I'm going to let me click it off here. And then I'm going to wrap it, and we're going to give it to him tomorrow. So I'm super excited, super blessed. I did want to say the organization that's giving us the grant is United Healthcare Children's Foundation. They are giving us the grant, and we're excited. So what we do is we buy the app, and then we submit paperwork showing where we bought it, and they'll reimburse us. And we have like a year to continue submitting things we've bought and get reimbursed. So we're going to try to spend the whole amount if possible. Again, I'm not just going to go out and buy things he doesn't need, but like other apps and other means of communicating, or picture book things like that. As we find them, we will turn in receipts and see if we can get those as well. So, and to try to use up most of our grant money. And so we're super excited, and I can't wait to give you an update and let you know if he's using it. And hopefully I'll be able to even do a video where he is using it and show you. And so I'm super excited. I can't wait to tell you. I hope y'all have a fabulous Christmas, and I will talk to y'all guys next time.